Take a break and join us. Gold Town, the Pahrump Nugget, and Lakeside Casinos.
I was adopted when I was only 3 weeks old. My adopted parents are Bobby and Dawn Van Epps. I call them my real parents, and so you will hear me going back and forth. I hope I don't mess this up for you. But I've always known I was adopted. Through the years, you get, "Oh, I'm sorry," when they hear you're adopted, or "What's it like?" Well, it was normal growing up. I had great parents. They supported me, pushed me, held my hand through everything. But I didn't look like my family. I didn't laugh the same. I've always been kind of, and those were things that were very important to me, my heritage. And I think even more so after I got married and had children, because you want to be able to tell them, well, this is where you come from. I've always known that I was half Italian, and I look like it. I've been very proud of that, but I wanted to know where in Italy I came from, where my roots were, where I could take my children back and say, this is where you came from. I never got really serious about it until after I got married, and they passed a law in California that you could find non-identifying information about your adoption. And so I went down there. My adopted mom was very supportive of it. She knew how important it was to me, and so she went down with me. We both signed paperwork so that we could get the non-identifying information. From that, I found out that, yes, my dad was half Italian, but I found out I wasn't English, Irish, French like I was told from my parents. I was Irish, Scottish, and Jewish. It's been a process. You go back and forth over the years. You get very into it, you get disappointed, and you drop it for a while. Well, when all the DNA studies came out, I had done one, which of course me and my mistrusting nature, I started out with the Henderson DNA shop. And it basically backed up what I was told. I then went on 23andMe because they had a show, thought maybe that one will get out there on the internet and maybe I can find some relatives that way, which I did, but you could never patch through the connections on where we were connected. Yeah. I was at the point where I was very frustrated. I thought I'll never find my birth parents, and I just let it sit. Well, I get on my email every day and I get this hit from Ancestry.com, and it was a Richard Gaetano. And it showed that he said, we show that we're second cousins, would you please contact me? Well, we texted back and forth, and finally he said, well, give me a call. Unfortunately, we were both adopted, so we're like dead in the water. We're like, how in the heck is this gonna work? Yeah. But he told me that he found his birth mother, so he recommended Pamela Slaton. And I was not very receptive because I had put so much money and so much time into these people, and they did absolutely nothing. He goes, she's really good. He said, I guarantee she will help you. So he sent me her website, and I researched her, and she's a no find, no fee. She doesn't ask for money up front. That appealed to me because that way, if I don't get results, nothing. So I finally bit, sent all my information in. And mind you, I've been doing this for 45 years. Yeah. Wow. In less than 24 hours, she had found my birth mother.